Oh boy, please tell us. It is working now. We have here video. Yes. Audio. Yes, you can hear us. I am sorry
Or
that this
can
did
you?
not. You can hear it.
Or can you?
You can hear it. Happy Friday.
I don't see that moving.
Well, you don't need to see it moving because it's moving up here.
Okay,
So
can
yes,
you hear us?
you can hear us.
Jim said yes.
Yeah, we are
Good
sorry.
morning.
Here we are. Hello,
Good
Leslie.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Happy Friday to you.
So
And-
we have Marie, we have Monica.
mm.
Oh, and John's being a big baby. We have Jill, we have Jim, we have Jeff, we have Deborah, we have Jolene,
Hello,
Nicholas.
hello.
Good morning, everybody.
So I was saying I've been up since 5:10 this morning. Sore knee, sore hip, can't walk. Oh my gosh, it's not gout.
Wow.
I know it is a wham.
Because when my back hurts, get to the chiropractor. When his back hurts, oh, I hurt.
No, I say I need to go to the chiropractor.
Did you do anything to make it happen?
I asked you to make an appointment for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't do those menial tasks.
Oh, bite me.
Yeah, and I've had 1.5 cups of coffee today. I'm feeling a little good. So today we are heading into Vallarta, showing a $700 and some thousand place. Don't know the clients.
Pre-construction, so that's great. You'll be a lot of help.
Well, it's going to be by the end of the month. You'll actually be able to go in and do this for me. Thank you.
What's new?
We're also showing Tabachine. Shirley is in Vallarta. What's she doing without the keys that you have, that she does not have? It's a strange world. So we started watching Netflix's the new Mike Myers Penta something or other. What an odd show.
Stupid.
It is stupid.
Everything Mike Myers does is stupid.
Well, Wayne's World wasn't stupid.
Oh.
It was.
Oh my God.
Wayne's World was iconic because Wayne's World also reintroduced the world to Bohemian Rhapsody, which they made a movie about. I love that. And not only
Jeff's
that,
not feeling sorry for you either.
even that Bohemian Rhapsody, Mike Myers, who played Wayne in Wayne's World with the Bohemian Rhapsody, he was in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Mike Myers. Yep. Oh, I also thought it was interesting that in this Penta, whatever it is, one of his characters is Shep Gordon, which he had done a documentary on Supermensch, which was about Shep Gordon. If I've ever mentioned Supermensch to you, it was Shep Gordon. Watch the show. I believe it was from 2013, 2015 in that area. A great show on marketing. Love Mike Myers. Leslie, most Canadians
I thought we could be friends, Leslie. We had so much in common until you mentioned Mike Myers.
There's a lot of Canadian comedians. Like you've got Dave Foley, Mike Myers. You've got, I believe, is Martin Short Canadian? John Candy obviously was Canadian.
Good morning, Pat.
It's just there's so many Canadian comedians.
Morning, Ma.
And I think the reason is you have to make light of your situation in
Glenda
Canada.
says, I'm not a Mike Myers fan either, and I even like stupid comedy.
The whole thing is LOL. She says, okay, I don't like him. There you go. Good morning, Pat.
You know what? He's just so over the top, and he does all these stupid characters. And in this show,
Like Eddie Murphy did.
yeah, and I didn't like his shows when he did those either.
Eddie Murphy was like the king of stand-up comedy. Then he just kind of disappeared.
He was very vulgar.
He was. I have to agree. It was in my
It's like being married to you.
Well, I'm sorry about that. There you are. Good morning. Hello, Monica. My hip is so sore. I need you to, well, no, I've already put some stuff on it and it's still not working. I need a chiropractor. Did you make me an appointment yet?
Nope.
Oh, well. See, Christie's kind of like, if I'm going to suffer, you will suffer too. Because she's supposed to go into the chiropractor also, right?
I don't know. I don't know if he can fix it. He hasn't been able to yet.
It was better last time.
Well, just for a split second. I mean, it is much better than it was, but it's still sore at doing certain things.
Okay, so, but it is better.
Yeah.
After going to him, it got better.
It's been a month. I hope it would naturally get better.
I don't think it's been a month. I think it's only been a couple weeks.
It's been at least 3 weeks. No, not since I've been. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen him last, or a week and a half. I guess it's Friday. It's been 2 weeks.
So yeah, I'm definitely heading to the chiropractor, hopefully today, because I don't know if he's open today.
Why don't you sit? Because you keep leaning over.
I'm sorry. Hang on. I gotta sit.
Yeah, let's sit down so you don't have to be
Obnoxious to you?
yes, irritating or
Mm.
really. Christie's been suffering for over 30 years. Gosh, I love you, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Now I look shorter than you.
Sit.
It's a weird thing.
They are working so hard on our yard. I'm so excited.
Well, you brought more people now.
Well, we asked them to.
Yeah, I was just sick and tired of this because it was all supposed to be done by the end of this week. It's not.
Good morning, Sherry. Well, yeah, I think they're going to be digging the pool early next week and the cistern. And then we'll get all of that.
Getting rid of the trees.
Just
The stumps.
yeah, and getting rid of, the coconut palm stump in the front. Oh, and Helen and George, if you guys are watching, the roots on that, now that they've dug around, the roots on that, which is why we ended up, because we had a huge coconut palm in the front of the house. And one of the workers, when he was starting to do some of the stuff, when they were putting our little foyer on, and for any of you that have been here, you know that we added this on. And he says, this is starting to affect your house. The root ball is starting to affect your house. And so then it will eventually affect your foyer. And it was starting to affect the sidewalk. So we had him, he was going to trim the roots, but the tree was going to live. Well, obviously the tree died, so we had them cut it down. And, but the roots on that, man, because they dug around to put the frame for the garbage bin thing that we're going to put on there. And the roots are way under there. Like those roots go far. So that big, huge coconut palm hopefully is not anywhere too close to the house or a wall or anything that you don't want damaged.
And you went all of that way just to tell them that?
Yep. I'm protecting them. Helen's watching. Good morning, Helen. Well, I hope you heard my news about the tree. And the roots.
I'm more concerned about the neem tree big picture, because that neem tree is going to be massive.
We should ask them how much roots they found when they dug into to do that wall,
Mm-hmm.
because they were in there. They were over there. They dug way down, so we should ask them.
Yeah.
Good morning, Bill. Glenda says she loved the Stooges. I don't know if I said that.
The Stooges. Oh, the Three Stooges, which they messed up and did Moe, Larry, Curly, then Shemp and Harold, and no, Harold was the Karen. I'm sorry, I was different.
You don't have to do that.
No, I was just saying, I don't know. And I don't think they had a Three Stooge called Harold, but they should.
How close was it to our house? It was probably
it's very close.
2 feet from the house, because the foyer wasn't there, but it was probably 2 feet from the house.
And the roots of the palm tree were actually at the time lifting the floor tiles out. So I'm glad we stopped that. So
The floor tiles in the house?
Yeah, like in the door. Because remember the door?
Yeah, in the doorway, because there was a doorway over there. So yeah, it's a risk. It's obviously a risk, and don't believe anybody when they say you can trim the roots.
You can't.
Because it'll kill that sucker.
It will. Now
Good morning, Ree.
That is something that if you're going to plant plants around your property, you need to know what the root structure is.
Yeah.
Bananas, I think, are the smallest.
Yeah.
Roots.
And when we plant, and in John's defense, after talking about planting the neem tree and stuff, we didn't have a brick wall there. We just had the chain link fence, so it wouldn't have hurt the chain link fence. Now that there's a brick wall there,
we really should ask.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hope he knows.
He can ask his guys. These are the same two boys.
I think it goes down over a meter.
The taproot?
Yeah. Like, no, the wall.
The wall goes down. Yeah, the wall goes down almost a meter.
So it would have to actually go down and then come back up again. And I don't think that's going to happen.
Ree, I could tell you that you should just go back and watch the show, but I don't want to inflict that pain on you. We're talking about a coconut palm that we had in our front when we first bought this house. And the roots were starting to affect our house. It was
so
huge.
Excited about that.
I
thought we were going to have our own coconut palm. It's going to be great.
It was more than 2 stories high, because even when we built the roof, it was still taller than the roof.
It was.
So that's 3. No, I guess That's the
Starting
base
on
of the third floor. Yeah. So 2.5, maybe 2.25. It was above that other.
When you buy an oceanfront condominium, generally a lot of the developments put cocos on the front. So if you have a third or fourth floor, it could be interrupted by the trees.
Yeah.
And you may think it's cute when they're low and small and like, oh, great. But if you have the third or fourth floor, eventually
That's pretty much where the coconut palm ends.
they will end up ticking you off so bad.
Yeah, and we had one of those really big. The trunk around is math, like probably bigger than that. It's big.
We're talking the one in our yard?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You don't think it's that big?
I don't think it's that big.
Go look. Oh, you can't walk, you gimp.
You see what she just did there? She attacks, she isolates, and she hurts my heart. Help me, please. And this is every day, all day. Ask Monica and Tony, please. Ask them all day, every day.
Oh, nice shade. Too bad it was affecting using your structural. Yeah, it was lifting tiles in the entryway because there used to be a door on that side. So yeah, so we made the decision. Well, actually,
That was weird to have two front doors.
it was
so
stupid.
close to
And
each
two back
other.
doors.
Yeah, it was so weird.
We made the decision to trim the roots. The tree made the decision to die.
Die tree.
We didn't make the decision to trim the roots. That's the second tree that dumbass broke or killed. I had a gorgeous, gorgeous starfruit tree, and it was producing hundreds of starfruits, and that was still young. Oh, I can move it.
It was red, bright red within just weeks. He's like, it's going to come back. It's going to never.
I'm like,
back.
the tree is dying. Oh, no, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. I'm like, yeah, I think it's past that. And I was right.
But the starfruit at this moment is flowering.
Yeah, we do have another starfruit. So we have to move. Is there a banana tree near that starfruit? We got to do something to get that more light.
Well, the yucca is right beside it. It's all got to stay small. We should just get another starfruit. We're going to have a whole bunch more new fruit trees.
Well, we're going to have a whole bunch of space now all along this back wall. So I said to John, move all these banana trees in the front so we can actually get to our water and all that and into our little entryway. We'll move all of those banana trees along the side of the house, and then we can grow bananas.
But I do like the view here. I think we just need to just move one set of those bananas to move them so we can just get in okay.
I'll decide what we move.
Unfortunately, the trees here, they have so much dust on them because of the dirt roads that as soon as you get anything on you, it's dirty.
Okay, so Glenda, as like most rumors that you hear about people in Bucerias, it's a bunch of bullshit. They are moving, but they still own Yo-Yo Mo's, and they will continue to own Yo-Yo Mo's. Yeah. So I kind of like hearing all these stories because we get them told about us too all the time.
Love it.
And it makes our life so much more exciting. Like I was in the hospital during COVID.
We are way cooler in the other world than we are in the real world.
Yeah, but that other world, they hate us. Those people that tell those stories.
They're such a small percentage, and they're people that would be jealous. I mean, they're like, their kids can't be that good. Their marriage can't be that good.
Their truck can't be that old.
Yeah, their truck.
Or not new.
Yeah, it is funny the lies we hear about us.
Oh my goodness. It cracks me up. I mean, my favorite still is the fact that I was in the hospital on death's door.
But it's a small mind that talks about
But it's a small group that talk about it, but people believe them.
And that's why I use the word idiot so much.
Yes. Monica loved it, and keep it up, Christy. Yeah, we had so much fun with you guys.
Yeah, Monica's like, oh, you're going to kill the biker. Oh, you're going to kill the dog. I wasn't going to kill anybody.
So yesterday we were with clients, and I'm like, I'm going to drive because I don't want you to scare our clients like you did our friends yesterday.
She really said that.
I'm a better driver.
Thanks, Monica. Thank you.
I am a much better driver.
This is why driving with men is so much easier, because men are just like, hey, look, blue thing. I love that.
Okay, so wouldn't that have Palm also taken away from the effectiveness of your solar panels? Yes, it would have. We would have just moved a lot of shade.
Yeah, we would have moved them.
Jolene said create parking. Yeah, well, yeah. We have a lot of parking here, and if we leave it so people can park,
do.
other people will park there, and my friends still won't be able to park there. So at least we know if we have the trees, you guys know you can park by those trees and it won't hurt you.
It is, like I said, it is important to know what the root structure is of any plants that you plant, because a lot of people, when you have dirt roads, they will plant in the sidewalk easement because the government retains the ability to throw sidewalks in eventually.
So that's why I don't want to plant any more valuable trees there, like some of the ones we have at the front, because when the government comes to do the road,
and they will,
all those trees will have to go. So I am more than happy to put just a bunch of banana palms down there, grow bananas. They can be frozen.
The granddaughters love the banana.
Ree is saying that life is never black and white, but shades of gray. That is true. And Jolene, smartass, wants to say that she wants to write a book from the stories she's heard about us.
Thank you. But the thing is, Monica was saying that I should write a real book based upon the real stories. So I think we could do two. We should do the gray and the black and the white. Do like 3 books.
That's right.
One, everybody hates us. One, everybody loves us.
Shades
and one,
of the Forgettes.
Like, I don't even know whether to like them or not.
Monica said you were totally going to kill that poor dog. She says, but that's okay, though. You know how I feel about dogs. Kicking puppies and all that.
She doesn't do that.
Oh,
We're
Jolene
joking.
says she gets to keep the money, too.
All
wow. Right. This is not pick on John and Christie Day, okay?
No, but that's how she gets to travel around the world and stuff.
Writing lies about people.
She writes lies and then cashes in.
Like the housewives of whatever city you want to watch them from.
Well, that's kind of true. Bo's sister was on the Housewives of New York.
We could, you know what? We could easily start the realtors of Bahia de Banderas because, damn, there's some stories.
I don't know most of the new ones, though. Like, there are so many people here now, and they know who we are because our last name is Forget. I mean, come on. Kind of easy to remember. And they'll be like, is it Forget? Are you sure? Are you sure? It's like,
I just have to do a one-word answer, okay? It's Shirley, and she needs me.
See, and this is exactly what Monica was talking about, just how you're always on the phone. She was sticking up for me and saying, you are so distracted and a horrible human being on this.
Monica, I don't know why he lies about you so much.
It's what I do.
And me.
It's what I do.
It's an idea, John.
Who said that?
Jolene.
Yes.
Writing the story, the 3 phases of the Forgettes.
Yeah, maybe.
3 shades. We're not 50 shades. We're just 3 shades.
Well, you got your black.
Depending on who you talk to.
Get your black, your white, and your gray.
Right.
And I mean, I was black and white for so many years. And it's not that I found out there was a gray. It was just that I found out that some of the whites were actually blacks and the blacks were whites.
always Frenches
So
her
weird.
name in her head. So she calls us Forget. We are Forget.
Yeah.
Forget.
I grew up in Ontario. There's Ontario French and there's Quebec French. And
Yes, you
France
liar,
French.
Monica said.
Yes. You're the one that said about the dogs, not me.
I was just reading what she said.
I know, but don't be rude. Who wants to hurt dogs unless the dogs hurt people? Like,
oh, just wait a second. I want to see.
yeah, because there's a pit bull that's been staying in front of our gas thing. Is it still there? Oh, now she's saying, is he alive?
He hasn't budged.
Oh. Okay, well, you better get over here. We'll have to check out and see.
I don't see. I can't tell.
She can't tell if he's alive or not. Who would throw a dead dog there?
I don't think. I think he laid down. Like he looks comfortable. He is probably sleeping, but I just because my screens are so dirty. Thank you, my housekeepers. I can't really see his chest raising and lowering, so we'll have to check him out later when we go out.
Never go and poke a pit bull that's sleeping.
Monica sounds like a firecracker. Oh, Jolene, you would love Monica and her husband. Tony, they're just fantastic.
Yep, absolutely. They're fun folks. And they think more Texan than not, which I like. I wish
wasn't me, Monica said.
I wish that, we had a place in Texas.
We do. Jolene and Larry's.
Well,
they even said we could use their car.
That's just nuts. You know how she drives.
Jolene, you like the way I drive, right?
No. When you taught Shay how to drive, Shay drove exactly like you, and then she bumped the pole in front of her house because you would come in so fast, then slam on the brakes.
But I knew how to stop.
No.
Who, me or John? I don't know. I missed that now. I don't know what's you or John. Hi, George. Forget about being PC. Forget about being PC.
Yeah.
Real life observations sounds like a good title.
Yeah. We're definitely not PC.
I have never seen John drive.
Who said
You
that?
are a lucky woman. Ask Monica.
Yeah. If we're driving local, Christie will drive. If we're doing distance, I will drive.
Yeah.
And all Christie does now is bitch and moan about the drivers, like all the time.
Especially when John's driving.
No. Mind you, yes.
Yes,
But you do it when I don't drive also. You just complain about
because the
all of
drivers
that.
are stupid right now. The
Oh.
drivers are absolutely stupid.
Do they drive stupid or are they stupid?
Well, yes.
See, her world, if she does it, it's okay. If anybody else does it, it's terrible. Horrible humans. Yeah, I don't understand her. I really don't. I mean, I've been working on it. I've written books about it. I've got notes, so many notes about things that Christie likes, doesn't like. I know her better than she knows herself, but she will try and convince me I don't know anything.
Are you lying again?
No, not at all. Do you want to see my notes?
Yep, go get them, Gimpy.
They're in here. I'm going to share them with everybody.
That's how it's done, yeah.
No, I'm putting it here.
Okay, this was propped up so I could see it, so I didn't get the glare.
You see what I'm talking?
touch.
See what I'm talking about? Always something.
George said, don't complain about Mexican drivers. We're the best. George, I do happen to remember a certain happy hour that we were supposed to all be partaking in, and someone couldn't make it because he got in an accident. So,
Yeah, actually, in 18 and a half years,
Enough said, George.
we have not been in accidents.
We've been hit.
Yeah, but we've never caused or been
We've
part
never
of
hit
it.
anybody.
No.
I was stopped at the lights, and the girl behind me told me I stopped too fast at a red light. Go figure.
That destroyed her truck.
It destroyed her truck.
Her truck was collapsed.
We were in our old Suburban, which are built like tanks. And I don't know if the new ones are as strong as the old ones are, but this one was all metal, no plastic on that sucker. And she gunned it, thinking I was going to run the light. My tail lights were working though. So she hit, and she had one of those little short pickup trucks. So her whole front end crunched because she hit me so hard. It actually pushed us into the George's laughing. It actually pushed us into the intersection a little bit.
My favorite thing though was the Transito, talking to them and saying, if you're in China, if you're in Australia, wherever you are in the world, if you rear end somebody,
It's
your fault.
Never mentioned Canada or the United States, which is hilarious. It was all these other countries around the world.
But I did think it was very funny. And immediately her father came to us and said,
Please don't call the insurance company.
call your insurance company, tell them not to come. We'll take care of this. And by then it was done. So yeah, and we never did get it fixed. They gave us the insurance and stuff, and we never got it fixed.
Yeah, but we had to pay. Well, he gave money to pay the
He
deductible
did.
because he had to pay for the things. We should have just kept the money because we never. It was just this little tiny dent in the back of the fender. No big deal on a 2002 Suburban.
Yeah, was it a 2002? It was. I think
It was
that
the
one
second one, yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing, right? With our vehicle.
And George, it's not just Mexican drivers. It is drivers all over the world.
Yeah.
But
Well, you wear a mask. You're protected now, right? You can now be an ass with a mask because they can't recognize you. So there's a lot of that where people are braver with that mask, and it is horrible. They become horrible, horrible human beings. Horrible. Especially after 2 years. Just moronic morons.
I do wish at times I was as gutsy as a driver here, specifically a Mexican driver, because they'll get in where
Oh, they
it's
squeeze.
half the size of their vehicle, and they'll just force their way in. And I'm like, I wish I could do that, but I just can't.
Well, my favorite thing is here. You've got 2 lanes, then it slows down. All of a sudden, now there's a 3rd lane and sometimes a 4th lane. I wish I had spike belts and I could just throw it out and just like, there you go, guys. Try and get through that. But that would be against the law. You can't do that, folks.
Unless you're cartel.
Or
They're allowed to do that.
Or when you have the motorcyclists come between the cars and they come full steam, like full steam ahead through the middle. I wish I could open my door and just go, oops, silly me. Why would I open the door when traffic was going? Save their lives.
You're a mean person.
I'm just sick and tired of all of the silliness on the road. I really am. And it's not getting better, guys. It is getting worse.
George says, I can do it. It doesn't work every time, but 99% of the times it works. Squeezing into a small spot. I drive a pickup truck. I need at least a regular car length.
Yeah. And for me, every once in a while now, I'm kind of doing the a-hole stuff. Just because it's faster.
In the PI, it's like that too.
Where?
In the Philippines.
Oh, yes.
It's like that too. And I mean, it's like that. You drive. I mean, we were driving in Texas with Jolene and Larry, and people were doing that to them. And, you know, like in Canada, when we're back up there, they do it. It's everywhere. It's not just Mexico. Everywhere. It's just that I do a hell of a lot more driving here in Mexico than I do anywhere else in the world right now. And so this is where my paradigm is right here, right now. And the drivers are stupid. And it's not just the Mexican drivers; it's the foreigners also. I look and I'm
the other day that pickup truck that they had this much space. They're trying to pull into our lane, and Chris is like, "What are you doing here?" And that was a gringo chick.
It was, yeah.
And she was like, Chris is like, "You're not in the right lane to do what you're doing. Why am I going to be the one to help you?"
Hi, Angela. She said, "Good point," or bad teeth, and cover that up. Feels better. And yep, can't see them. I drive a Suburban. I drive it like a VW Beetle. That's awesome.
A smart idea.
And you know what? I mean, you have to. I've always told people that if you want to drive here, you have to be very aggressive, but you also have to be. So I say you have to be defensive and offensive, not offensive.
So what I've told all of my children was just assume everybody's trying to kill you and you'll be fine. Always assume everybody's trying to kill you.
Reese said, there's silliness everywhere. It's because everyone feels so entitled to the exclusion of common courtesy and civility. That's exactly what I say.
Amen, sister.
And I say it very vehemently.
Vehemently?
Why, whatever that word is pronounced. Wow. Vehemently? It's
vehemently. No, it is vehemently.
Yeah, don't make fun of me.
But you're using a big word for you, honey. That's very cool. You saw that? I was terrified for a second. I keep thinking her
Bill
fingers
says
kind of like...
he's going to have to get Christie to talk to Jean about driving there. She thinks we need to get a car after we've been there for a bit. I'm not so sure. You will want a car.
Yeah, of course.
You will want a car. There's things that it's just there are times of the year where it's really difficult to get a taxi when it's really busy here. There are places that you're going to want to go that you're not going to want to have to pay someone else to take you. You will want a car.
And people will drive you crazy. They just will.
Hi, Clem.
Good morning. Good morning. All right.
Reese said that I'm getting that way slowly in my 1-ton pickup. I used to leave a mile between me and others when I first started driving it. You know, I've been driving a big vehicle since we had kids. Started with a minivan. Then we moved up to a 15-passenger van when we drove down here. And then we had Suburbans when we first moved down here. We drove a little Ford Edge for a couple of years. And then we bought this pickup truck a year and a half ago. So I'm used to driving big cars. I can parallel park it no problem, especially now with the cameras. It makes it so much easier.
I love the cameras. And now if you have a Tesla, you can have it drive for you. I mean, that is so cool. But please don't think that just because you're using electricity, you're like this model citizen. You're using the same crap that the gas guzzlers are using.
Yeah.
It's an odd world where it's all marketing now. Everything is marketing.
Vehemently.
Yeah, because even the environmentalists will try and tell you that cattle, if everybody went vegan, guys, it's not going to do a damn thing to the ozone or the carbon, whatever. It's because cows, 2/3 of the land that cows are using, humans can grow anything on anyways. And all the water they talk about, You think that the water that they pee, you don't think the water is just gone forever? And that's something like 94% of the water they consume is from the rain anyways. What the hell? All of these lies that people tell, and really it's to control us. 100% to control us, to keep us listening to them, to give them a reason to be. And we all just need to join the leave me the F alone party. Somebody start running for it. Canada, US, the rest of the world, everybody starts that. I guarantee you they will be the party of choice.
Going back to the pickup, because Ree said that she had a minivan, a Suburban, Hondas, but the long box pickup threw me off because she doesn't gauge distances decently. Well, when we first got the truck, our camera wasn't working properly in the back. So we had to park it without cameras. It would beep, which was handy. But I found that because in the Suburbans were old and they didn't beep or have a camera. But I think because in the Suburban, you're encased so you can see the edges, so you know basically where your bumper is. With the pickup truck, and ours is it's not a long box, but it's 6 feet, right? Our box, it's not a short one.
Sure.
So it's to me that was harder because it's flat at the back, so you're not seeing as much vehicle when you're trying to park. That's my.
The reverse camera helps incredibly. It's like you're driving a video game.
Yeah, and then I had a friend that used to drive her car, and she was so good at using her cameras to park. It was actually an art. I mean, very, very good. I had never had one before, but now I use it all the time when I back into the Quonset. And Clem says, maybe I kind of don't find driving there that terrible. I always just fit in.
I always tell people driving in Mexico is like driving the way you always wanted to, but you were too polite to. Previously.
Yeah, exactly.
And you do that, assume everybody's trying to kill you, and dance. If you dance, it's only the people who stop dancing and look at their feet and go, oh my God, we're dancing, crash. It's that. I mean, that really is how you drive in Mexico. Driving the way you always wanted to, but you are too polite. Assume everybody's trying to kill you. Never stop dancing. That's it.
And just if you're still watching, I read your post this morning about your friend, the friend that passed away. Very sorry for your loss. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I was going through all of my friends on Facebook, and so many of them are dead now. Like, guys, if you don't get that our time here is so limited, you're missing.
So to be miserable is I mean, why?
Yeah,
you have such a limited time to be here. Have fun. Be nice to people. Make other people's lives a little bit better.
Yes, please.
All right. On that note, we're going to say goodbye, and we will talk to you all, I guess, Monday. It's Friday, right? So Monday.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe.